Okay, so let's get started. It is a great honor for the sugar community to invite Mr. Kong to give us a talk or talk with us. And Mr. Kong is a world famous pianist, and he is I think it's 75 generation descendant of Confucius.
75th descendant of Confucius.
Okay,
That's true.
yeah, wow.
That's true.
So, Mr. Kong, could you say a few words to our sugar community?
Of course. Mm-hmm. Well, it's my great pleasure to be part of this, and everyone there. Hello, Sugar Alliance. My name is Xiang Dong Kong. I'm from Shanghai, China, and I'm a professional pianist, composer. In the same time, I do teach a lot. But most of all, I'm hugely interested in modern technology, in AI, in the things that are surrounding our lives today. Probably in people's concept, will think, classic musician has not too much to do with the modern technology. But actually, it's wrong. We're living the 21st century. We are living this internet era. And certainly, this is a part of our lives. I love anything interests me, not just music itself, but the creativity, the beauty, and definitely the intelligence of human minds. So I'm very happy and honored to be able to have this great talk with Dr. Jiang, and hope to meet all of you soon online.
Okay, great. So, well, thank you very much, and we can start our talk.
All right.
I'm also very curious about, the way that you approach technology and art, right?
Yes.
Because in a lot of time, people think arts, especially like AI, they're two different things. And when people talk about AI, they always think, AI does have nothing to do with arts, right? So, first of all, because Sugar Alliance is a group of universities that push on design thinking and training creativity. Do you have any special way of training your student creativity?
Well, I think I want to start from my own life experience. Mm-hmm. Since I was 4 years old, I just immensely attracted to piano, and when I was 7 years old, I started to take piano lessons. So all these 40-something years, I've been spending my life with piano, actually playing the piano, learning music from notes, and memorize it and reflect it to be a performer on stage and professionally. Is a whole process. Is the reflection of human mind, how we absorb knowledge, mm-hmm. how we process it, and how we take it from, printed notes, printed knowledge into yourself, into your vein, into your brain, and become part of you. And then you sparkle it with your emotion, sentiments, and eventually you just take that out and to share with the public, mm-hmm. with other people. I think the whole process, it's so interesting. I mean, I think that's definitely the huge creativity mm-hmm. of itself, in itself. And I think all the human creation are from hearts, mm-hmm. not just from minds. I think that's why we got to have great love. When you have a great love for humankind, for the earth, mm-hmm. and you have a huge compassion for others, then somehow your inspiration sooner or later will arrive. Mm. I do believe the soul guides us to the inspiration and to this creativity, but not the other way around. That's why I do a lot of composing, I do a lot of improvisation these days, because I feel the excitement of a creativity for a pianist like me is not just by calculating it, mm-hmm. but somehow I make the whole system become me, become myself.
Okay.
For example, if I see a beautiful flower on the street, I see the clouds in the sky, then it reflects in my heart, in my sentiments, in my own mood. Then I have this fantasy and a dreamy kind of feeling like, oh, there's notes I can hear in my ear. Then I transcend that kind of feelings into the improvising on the keyboard, black and white keyboard. So if I have a good mood, then that moment I touch my keyboard on the piano, then the melody will flow out automatically. So, well, this is the easy way to put it. But I think it's almost like like you're writing the coding, you are calculating the processing, all the same. That's why so many artists, they love, life. And so many scientists love arts. I think there's a huge common ground between people who love life.
Yeah.
You're a scientist, you're a professor, I'm a musician, and I'm an artist. I think it's all the same. We are using different way to coding. I use, like a black and white key to my own coding, and decoding and decode it,
Right.
And before we just analyze the Steinway Stereo R piano and the new model piano. It's the same thing. When I was a little kid, I was always interested in science. I thought if I wouldn't be a pianist and a musician, I really wanted to be a scientist. But of course, in today's internet era, it's not a dream. I can be a pianist and a musician, but in the same time, I can pursue my dream. I still can, put my leisure time into learning some apps and play around with some gadgets. That's what I did for the last 18 years. I browsed almost 1.2 million, Apple apps, iOS apps, and I'm learning writing my own coding. Because on the side, I found a lot of similarities between this creativity stuff, and not just. Of course, technically speaking, there are a lot of different ways of approaching it. But the thing is, after all, you got to have a heart. When you have a heart, you really love life, you love people, then your inspiration definitely can finally arrive. I do believe in it.
Actually, you just mentioned that you tried many apps
That's
in the
right.
App Store, right? And also, I know that you're so passionate about technology and AI, that kind of stuff. Can you, because a lot of people are trying to say that, art and AI does not go together, or like you need creativity to do arts, but AI is lack of creativity, which I don't believe. But anyway, could you give us some examples of how you use AI or some like smart apps to help you to create music piece?
Well, every new stuff always have two sides of the story. But I do believe all the human inventions eventually will make us leap forward.
Yes.
Certainly, when a new born baby arrived, there are always laughters and cries. There are lots of people, I think they're just being kind of lazy. They don't want to learn stuff, They don't want to learn. And they get used to the old way of life and the thinking and all that. But I think when you start to learn things, you will find it's interesting, and you always can give you a different aspect to look at life and the feel about life. Well, for example, like apps, I feel even teaching music, creating music, and by sharing music, apps give us a great help. For example, if you teach children to teach kids how to learn music, then after 3-4 hours of practice piano, every kid feel bored. But if you tell them and say, hey, look, I can play a music game with you. I can play an app game with you. Then they all get excited. That's what I did for the last few years, and I tested a lot of the children, and they all fall in love with whatever on the little screen. I said, well, maybe that's not piano, but the thing is, when children have this great interest into something, then they will lead them for the next step.
Yes.
You know, so I think the app is definitely the greatest invention of humankind in the 21st century.
Oh, okay.
And I just hope many people will understand it by learning it.
So, well, there's a lot of people trying to say that AI can repeat a lot of things that we already done, right? But then for new things. So in my mind, that AI has its own way of creativity, but
That's
it's
right.
very different from human creativity. And could you share some of your experience? Like, is there any, like, say, AI that can help you to create music piece? And how is that different from like a human created music?
Well, I can show you some apps that I love using it, and I would love to demonstrate with friends and to the public. I can show you on my iPad and on my iPhone later. This app actually it demonstrates the new way of thinking. It gives you more possibilities of imagination.
So you do feel that's helpful for you?
It's not just helpful. It's hugely fun. I mean, anything fun can be loved. Nobody will love boring stuff.
Yes.
It's the fun thing is that give you interest, give you happiness, give you joy to you. And these apps give me hugely joy, not just as a musician, but as a human being. I've been with music all my life. But sometimes I still think, well, is there a way the music can be more fun? To more appealing to people, make people wanting more about music. Then I found it. I definitely found it. I found it on the apps. All these apps are created by interesting people, by very creative people. These people bring these apps to our lives. Not just they want to show off, but underneath it, I saw the great, huge love for humankind. See, I am a pianist. I don't play cello, but this app enabled me the ability to perform any instrument I wanted.
Really?
See, it has even vibrato on it.
So you can shake it to create that kind of vibration. Oh yeah. Oh,
See,
wow.
and then we have crescendo, 渐响, and diminuendo, 渐轻, vibrato, 颤音.
Oh.
Three cello play together.
Huh.
And if I use Dr. Jiang's finger, I can make him a cellist immediately in no time. Now you are
let's try.
Yeah, you are Yo-Yo Ma now.
Okay. Oh.
Let's play a melody. How about that?
Okay. Oh, that's nice. I did that, huh? That's nice.
So,
wow. Okay.
yes, certainly you are not really a cellist, but it's not important. You enjoy music. Certainly, you have not learned cello, yes, but the thing is, what the heck? You can play cello on this little screen, you can have this app and create all kinds of different music with like 163 different instruments by your choice. Why not? So I think the modern technology have enabled people to dream on, to pursue their dreams, which they thought before probably never be, possible. So I think all the creativity is about possibilities. So when you have the confidence to pursue the dream, sometimes dreams definitely can come true.
Actually, you just mentioned something ring a bell for me, is that as somebody who already worked in the robotics and AI field for a long time, I always tell people what I believe is that AI will significantly lower the barrier for people to get into a lot of fields, including arts, right?
Give me 5.
Okay.
Definitely, that's for sure.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
You just demoed that. I could easily play that in a very short period of time. And then I still remember about maybe 5-6 years ago, I was kind of telling people that AI can lower the barrier for people to become a painter, to draw things. Because, for example, in the future, at that time, I was saying in the future that when you draw something, then a little boy can just say, I want a bright morning, and then some cloudy sky like a cloud, and then I see a river on the side, and then boom, AI give you a picture, and then you interact with the picture, or you interact with AI, and the AI will make modifications for you, and then basically it becomes easier to become an artist, or then you should focus on your creativity part. But then for musician, I think it's similar, right? Then maybe AI can kind of help you to become a composer.
Not only, you know what? I did my own 3 screenplays.
Okay.
I wrote 3 movie screenplays with app.
Oh wow.
They're professional, of course. You all know that they're professional movie screenplay writer apps. It helps you guide you through how to write a movie screenplay.
Yep.
So I wrote 3 of them.
I want to check with you about one thing we're trying to usually talk when we talk with kids, is that Stanford come up with this new concept called AI thinking.
Okay.
So it has 3 components. The first one is that we believe in the future, not future, now. Everyone need to have a basic understanding of how AI works.
That's right.
That's the first one. The second one is that because you had the first one, then you will basically have the ability to differentiate the human capability versus the machine's capability.
That's right.
And then you gain ability. The third one is you gain ability to work with AI. And we believe that this AI thinking need to basically be taught to all the students.
Should be.
That'd
be wonderful.
Because some people always say maybe not the student who learn arts, but I guess what's your comment on that?
I think all the internet mentality is let all humankind to focus on we can do the best.
Yes.
Imagination, creativity, leave the rest to AI.
That's right.
Let the AI do the job. Let us do the leading thinking. I think that's the way it is. For example, I want to show this app, Digging the Melody. Well, on the surface, you think it's beautify your sound of a vocal sound, beautiful your singing tone, but actually it's not. It's digging your potential of creativity, and it definitely, multiply your imagination. For example, I want to sing a song. I don't sing very well. Sorry about that, but look, doesn't matter. This app will make me much better. You will see. Sugar Alliance, we are here, we are everywhere. Oh. Sugar Alliance, we are here, we are everywhere. Oh, it's a little funny sound over there, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Not too bad, huh?
Yeah, not too bad. It's
Okay.
good to
It only give you one version of it. It give you 4 versions. A different style of, that's AI, right?
Yeah.
Not bad, huh? Okay.
That's the machine creativity, yeah.
Yeah, not bad. Melody Miner, I mean, this is a paid app, but the thing is they have a free version of it. You can download a free version and play around with it. I mean, it's not necessarily beautify your sound. Actually, it gives you a lot of different possibilities, as a reference to think about it, to play around with it. So the AI stuff would take our minds to somewhere our thinking probably never can reach. Probably we never think about it. Then this kind of technology enable us to be able to be exposed to more possibilities. I think that's the beauty of it.
Do you feel threatened by the AI technology?
Well,
because some people say, AI is gonna, replace
I never feel being frightened. Actually, I always enjoy it.
Great. Okay.
I always enjoy it. I think being a human, there are a lot of, shortage of confidence sometimes. But with AI, I've never been frightened. Actually, I love it. The reason I love it because all these great people on Earth making these fun apps. These apps, you will not feel frightened because they're so lovely. They're so cute. They take you to the places you never thought you would go.
Wow, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
It actually definitely makes you feel like it create more opportunities, right, for people.
It create more opportunities. It would give me, a mind-blowing, beauty of it. It give me great fantasies. Give me a lot of unlimited imagination.
Wow. So actually, instead of replacing people, actually it inspire more creativity from.
It's not just inspiring; it gives me more confidence to live on.
Oh, nice.
It definitely gives me more speculation about future. I mean, we definitely are in such a disastrous, 2020 this year. We definitely have ups and downs,
That's right.
There's a lot of different difficult situations. But look, opportunity exists in disasters.
Yes. And actually, would you maybe at the last say a few words to our sugar community and also maybe play because I really want to see you.
Well, you know what? I think. I would love to use notes, music as words to express my feelings and the love for you all. Because you guys are there to make the world a better place. And I love to be part of this. Well, I'm going to play my iPad with my piano. I'm doing improvisation for you. The app I'm using called Notebeat. And if I choose the right key, which is E flat, then it comes like. So I play the E flat key on piano, so we'll be in the same tone, same key, same channel, same path. Then the music will be always beautiful. It's just for a little bit kind of fun, you know, because people probably think we cannot combine the app music with traditional instrument, but it can be done. When you have an interesting soul, you make interesting things happening. I want to share a little story how I learned piano. When I was born, you know, my family was pretty poor, and we didn't have a piano home. So when I was like 4 years old, my mother drew a cardboard keyboard for me. So I learned my piano first lesson actually on a silent cardboard keyboard, you know, cardboard. And if I practice with one hand, my mother made me to sing every note that I put my fingers on. If I practice with two hands, then she will sing along with me. So that kind of situation kept until I was like 7 years old. Then we got a loan from France. We put together almost like 860 yuan then, 1974. So that's like $100, $200 then. We bought a used old upright piano from an old lady's home. So owning a piano, everything's become my little dream. And today, I'm very, very honored and happy that I have a beautiful Steinway piano home. And this new model just came almost 3 days ago. It's a Steinway and Sons from Hamburg. The serial number, the serial called Spirio R, recordable. And definitely this is a top model in the whole world. It's not just a piano, it's an AI piano. Why? Let me show you. I'm gonna record everything I'm gonna do on this piano, and the piano will later play again. Let's see how. Even I taught to you, the sound will be not recorded in the piano. The piano will only record what I do on the iPad. The iPad is a controller. Okay, done. Then we save it.可以近一点看看 keyboard 的。It's like a ghost playing. Not bad, right?
Wow.
The precision of the reproduction is superb. It not only reproduce the sound, it will produce all the actions to the utmost precision. And I just love this. So these days I compose music every day and play back for myself and share with my friends. In the near future, the Spiral Cast can go online simultaneously, in real time go online and exchange music ideas worldwide with other Spiral users. So I'm looking forward.